the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Hurts throwing right away. And this is caught by Watkins. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw over the middle, taken in. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At their own 27. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. completion here to Claypool. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first down, it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, 40 yards. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second down, back to Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to Sanders on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. These two teams all tied after one. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Pushes him over. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find opening.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 22 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. Touchdown, Chicago! What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. Field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. There's Mooney with another catch.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down and goal. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they?
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now Fields.
Under pressure, they got him again.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here we go on
incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 30 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
Here's Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Now Montgomery running right. Uses the stiff arm. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking to throw. Fields.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there.
But it's going to be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Montgomery back to the ground. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
David Montgomery getting in from a yard out. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Santos with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. 117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's going to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goddard, 51 yards. And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. You can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Chase Claypool, 87 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Second down, back to Sanders.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On third down, they turn to Sanders.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 141 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
One last throw here for Fields.
And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing. And that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
The play fake, now White. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Fields.
And it'll be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. White. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now White. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Jones on the return. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do just unable to complete it.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
To throw is Fields.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Off play action, here's White. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it in.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Shoves him aside.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they...
He's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney
from 17 yards out.
And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, White.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
And some room to work. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think the reason this play's so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On 1st down, it's White. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Fields.
That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Fields throwing again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. 2nd down and 3. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st down, it's Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd and 10.
Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. On 2nd and goal.
Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Uncorks one for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now White. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it.
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Jets nothing.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. White. Now White lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
He's got the connection to Moore.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
On first down, Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. White looks to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now White with a first down throw.
And this one too low.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The White's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. White. And now here is another interception.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I'd think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Second down and 8.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Running right through him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there, is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And my goodness, another interception. And they'll take